something to say. Tell me that your love is here to stay, but all you ever do is walk away. All you ever do is leave me waiting. I gotta put you in your place. Get a new player for your game, boy. I'm sick and tired of the chase. Tell me what you came for. I do what I'm good at, the story of my life. Don't trust a writer, cause I'll pen you out of mine. Don't take it to heart, to heart. The loving you was good, but leaving you was better. Now you on your knees, and I'm just like whatever. Your voice like a gun and your touch like a knife. There's nothing left, got no dog in the fight. Yeah, you got me good, but what I did was better. Better for me. Yeah, and what's good for me. Can you handle your own medicine? Take it with the silver spoon you eat with. Maybe with the poison on my lips, it'll kill you when I say leave it. I do what I'm good at, the story of my life. Don't trust a writer, cause I'll pen you out of mine. Don't take it to heart, to heart. The loving you was good, but leaving you was better. Now you on your knees, and I'm just like whatever. Your voice like a gun and your touch like a knife. There's nothing left, got no dog in the fight. Yeah, you got me good, but what I did was better. Better for me. Who told you that you keep what you lost? Keep your eyes on me and watch me walk, walk out. I got no problems with you going. Fall asleep without me cause you lost out, out. The loving you was good, but leaving you was better. Now you on your knees, and I'm just like whatever. Your voice like a gun and your touch like a knife. There's nothing left, got no dog in the fight. Yeah, you got me good, but what I did was better.
So the party was on last night there,
Yes,
Kinsman.
it was.
Yeah.
Canada's big birthday.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Pop quiz. How old's Canada?
Did you feel you had to explain that to people?
Had to explain.
Canada's Day was Canada's birthday?
Canada's Day.
You never know who didn't know that?
Well,
name me one person who didn't know that.
There might be the odd person.
Do you know one?
No.
No, there's no one that didn't know that.
But how old is Canada?
A million years old.
A million years old?
Yeah.
158.
That's because you saw the birthday cake.
158.
At the
I
Canada
did
Days.
say and did see the cake at Gillies Lake last night before they lit off the big old fireworks, which was a phenomenal display. And again, kudos, hats off to the city of Timmins, everybody who put forth an amazing Canada Day.
Yeah, it was a real
lots of
blast.
fun.
And you stayed up so late for the fireworks.
Yes,
I couldn't believe it.
we stayed and watched the fireworks. Again, it was a good night. Bugs were decent. After that brief bout when the storm blew through there, kind of kept the bugs at bay there.
You're not a camper. You don't go camping, but I'm telling you, bugs aren't necessarily decent this time of year.
No, they're not.
Okay, we got all types of
they're eating
well, they're
hand
not,
over foot.
No, not really. I find it's like weirder bugs this year floating around. But if you're a camper, you know what I'm talking about. But yes, it was an awesome celebration. The city did a great job. We were also down at the Urban Park Market.
Yeah, the Urban Park Market kicked off its first week of 8 in the downtown Timmins BIA. Kudos to the entire crew there. We're going to go for a walkthrough in downtown with the new gang. They've got some new recruits there, and of course some veterans. And again, the BIA, setting up a great place to do your one-stop shopping, I like to call it.
The tradition continues where you hold the prize all night in your hand.
I'm holding the prize.
Why don't you just start smoking already if you need something in your hand?
I need something there.
Tell us,
$25 to Mattagami
don't start smoking.
River Fries
I'm just
Inc.
joking.
No, I had that nasty habit years ago. I've kicked that habit.
Good.
But $25 to Mattagami River Fries Inc., where you can try the burger that KLOMP boasts is the best burger that you've ever eaten.
Yes.
And it's actually their Wednesday special
It
today.
is.
By the way, and you'll find them at the Mount Joy Pavilion, and we're also giving away a family deal, 1 hour to Midtown Bowl. And if you saw the post earlier today, Nat and Clint, they have that new space for the Fun Zone. Guess how many games they're bringing in?
How many games, kids?
20 new games, additions to the Midtown Bowl Fun Zone. And again, someone's going to have a chance to try a family deal hour. In talking to Nat and Clint today, they're aiming for end of summer. By the time those games get in here.
They're awesome,
Yeah, they're doing some awesome stuff there. And again, Clint and Nat, phenomenal. And again, if you're looking for some wood, they say, if anybody's looking for wood, they had to get rid of a few lanes there.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that wood? You build your own lane?
You can build your own lane in alley. I said, are you going to be shopping it around to other alleys, maybe looking for parts? He said, no, we're going to keep it all there just in case something breaks. Hard to find parts for some of those, the mechanisms that run a bowling alley. So there. Some insight to Midtown Bowl tonight.
You would have fit well on Dawson's Creek the way you use some of your terminology, Kinsman. You remember Dawson's Creek?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you would have fit right in the high school. Okay, pal, listen. It was a great Canada Day.
It was.
We got some amazing prizes, but I even got better news. We got 2 tremendous guests here.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
All the way from Quilts for Survivors. We've got Kendrick and Leon. And if you've been to our studios here at Timmins Square, the new mural painted by these two amazing folks here.
Hello, Kendrick. Hello, Leon.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the new digs.
So let's, I'm going to jump into the mural. Usually I like a bit of a backstory, and then we'll talk about quilts. But
You're jumping into the meat and potatoes.
This is usually your job.
Yeah.
But this mural, first of all, is tremendous. And we're going to show it on the screen here shortly. But I have to say this. It's not that it's made a very big positive impact on our office. I want to talk about the time, right? So, an artist, like a painting just doesn't, it's not like a painting we do with our kids.
No, it's not like a scribble on a pad of paper or on a napkin. This is a full wall.
Where are you painting at your house there, Kinsman? A painting board, a napkin?
Napkins.
No, babysitting.
If you're drawing a sketch.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say an art book. Scrap paper.
Okay, an art book. You're not that fancy. Okay, but let's walk through it because I said we had a mural.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we wanted, but we needed it right away. This is essentially what happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you like? We put a bit of pressure on because it's such a large piece.
Oh yeah.
And it's your mind, because sometimes I guess as an artist, if someone asks you to paint something, there must be a process of thinking that goes before the actual paint goes on the wall. Like, to tell us how, we're not artists, I'm just guessing.
Well, I did have a couple of ideas before you guys reached out to me because I take a lot of pictures of my reserve, which is what the mural is about. And I usually just keep a whole bunch of on file, so if anybody ever asks me to do something, I always have ideas on what I can do.
Right. And then, so so it's your reserve, which is Mattagami Cree First Nation?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Which is by Dog Lake, and it's by Wawa.
It's by Wawa.
Out near Wawa.
And this is a picture you had on your phone that you had taken
I think it was last year, actually.
Okay. And this is like sort of an area where people, like, is it a camping area? Is it a place just
where I took the picture is where our main camping area is. We haven't actually have a full reserve yet. We're still in the process of getting housing and all that jazz. So it's just the main camp area that I took a picture of and painted.
Yeah, it's extremely beautiful. So
it is. And again, anybody who's been out there would recognize that spot.
Oh yeah.
If they've been
for
to the
sure.
reserve.
I know when my mom came in, she's like, "Is that Mattagami?" I was like, "Yes."
Oh, that's a pretty big compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huge
that's
compliment.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had the picture in your mind, and then putting it together, because I remember we were chatting a bit through it. Like, what did you paint first? Like, there's a base that goes on first, right?
Yeah. So what I like to do is usually do like kind of like an underpainting where I did brown and then I laid out where I wanted all the different colors. So it'd give me more of an idea of what I was actually doing instead of just going in it blind, because I find when I go in it blind, a lot of proportions usually get mixed up, and it usually helps if I have like an underpainting. Usually, most artists usually use like brown for an underpainting to get like nice depth and details. I did just blocking out. I didn't go into great detail because I didn't know exactly how I wanted all the details to be laid out.
And again, you've got Leon involved with the mural as well.
Oh, yeah.
Is it hard painting as a duo, or?
I find it was actually pretty helpful to help. Like, Leon helped me with the trees, and did you help me with the sky a little bit too?
Yeah, I helped a little bit with the sky.
Yeah. So it was really nice to have him help me because I could not get it done in the time frame that you guys gave me if you didn't help me.
Under the gun.
Well, yeah, because
say.
it was 2.5, 3 days at the most.
It was 3 days, and I was here from like 11 to I think the last time I was here, I pulled like 12 hours of my painting.
It was late, yeah.
12-hour painting days. Yeah.
They were both working really late. We really appreciate it. Now, you said, was it the clouds that you said that either you were most worried about or had to take the most time with?
It usually is the clouds. For me, I either over-render my clouds or find like they sometimes look a little too cartoony, but I find I got a lot of compliments on them, which made me really happy because I just was anxious about how they looked.
Yeah. And we actually have a picture up on the screen now. Those clouds are perfect.
They are.
Yeah.
It's like a nice cool breeze coming off the water.
Oh yeah.
When he was just finishing up those clouds, I think he sent me a message and he said, "I'm kind of going overboard on the clouds. I feel as if I'm doing too much. How does it look?" And I said, "It looks perfect." And I remember that's when he said, "Okay, like I'm cooling down now and I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look back at it later." And that's what I was doing. I find when I was doing the trees, I was looking too hard at it and I was saying, "Oh, that doesn't look like a tree." But then I came back the next day and I took a step back and I said, "Okay, that looks actually really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a tree."
It really is. So, sometimes when you paint, and once again, this is our limited experience here, okay? So when you paint, the color comes on, obviously, and then when it dries overnight, it looks like a little bit different. Like
A little lighter.
A little lighter. So did you project that when you're painting, or am I overthinking this? Like
Most of the time, I usually have to think about when the paint dries, so I usually like to see how the paint is when it's dry but compared to it's wet, because most of the time when it's wet, it's usually just a little bit darker than when it's dry. So it is nice to take a break from the painting and then come back to it the next day and see how it dried, because sometimes it can look a little different.
There is a whole process that goes into, and then
sure is.
Is there I know there's a difference in size, obviously, between a normal painting, but is there a different process besides using more paint, obviously? But is there a different process when you're painting a big mural as compared to a painting on a 10 by 10?
I think it's just some of the techniques are a little bit different, and definitely the paintbrushes, because you need bigger paintbrushes to do bigger things, but like I think it's around the same process for me. It's just on a bigger scale that I'm normally used to.
Yeah. Well, you're mentioning so this was you both are artists, but this was your largest mural that you've ever created?
This was my first mural that I ever did.
Oh, first mural.
I have done one other big painting that was probably 5 by 3, and that was a long time. I remember I went over to Leon's house and I was trying to finish it, and
I remember that now. Okay.
And I was having so much trouble with the trees because there were so many trees in that picture.
It was a very detailed photo.
Oh yeah, and I still haven't completely finished it either, but I'm just taking time away from it just to see how I feel about it afterwards.
And then the top of the loft, I love how you have the branches acting like a frame.
Yes.
Was that was that in your mind at the beginning, or is that something that came to you as the painting was evolving?
It was. I was thinking about it. I think it was maybe the second night. I was like, I don't know how I wanted it to be framed, and then I'm pretty sure I was dreaming, and I just seen these tree branches go around it, and I was like,
kind of wrapping around
Yeah.
the frame.
So I was just like, I'm gonna do tree branches, and I think it looks phenomenal and adds just another detail to it that I can't.
Sure does. And
really
again,
explain.
the picture, for viewers watching at home, it doesn't do it justice. You need to come in here and check it out in person. If you walk through our new studio here, Timmins Square, again, Kendrick and Leon's masterpiece is on the wall. Now, inspiration for both of you when it comes to, picking up the art of painting. First of all, how did you first become involved with, saying, I want to paint and do murals? Now you've got, Forever Etched here at the Timmins Square.
Well,
where did it start for you guys?
I've been painting ever since I was little. I can't exactly give you an age, but I know what kind of really inspired me to be an artist was my older brother, because he got really good at drawing, and I was like, I want to do that. And then ever since then, I've just been painting, drawing. I sometimes do sculptures.
Weld.
I weld. I want to get into welding later on in life because I absolutely love it. And it's just another really cool art medium that I can't wait to explore more.
Well, were we talking about some sort of a project that you had put together, which incorporated welding and art?
Oh yeah.
What was it again?
It was my accommodating project for my final year of high school. It's a skeleton hand like this, and then there's a spider coming down from the middle finger, and there's 7 other spiders on it.
That's pretty cool.
And it's all made out of nails and bolts.
Yeah. I really like that a lot. I really want to see that. How about yourself, Leon? Have you been passionate about painting all your life? Did this spark some more passion? It almost sparked passion in me to paint, but I suck.
I've always been a big art person.
Okay.
So my family always liked art of pretty much any form. I painted a lot. I would not say I'm anywhere near the level of Kendrick. I will say that right now. But my mother actually was going to go pursue education in arts. She was a very talented artist, and I'm the youngest of 4. I have a twin sister, actually. Okay. And my middle sister, my other older sister, she's a very talented artist. She draws, she does beadwork, and my eldest sister, she is also another very talented artist. She does tattoos, so that's my own personal tattoo artist. And I've actually been given the opportunity to tattoo her as well, so I like to dabble in whatever I can, but this whole experience was something very different, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, sometimes I find I work best under pressure. Sometimes that's an excuse to leaving things at the last minute, but nonetheless, I do work well. So it was a time crunch.
Oh yeah.
Did you feel like that's sort of an adrenaline rush? Just learned how to speak today,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
I
Like, did that
find-
help the process or hurt the process?
I find it helps me because then I had to do what I picked out first. I couldn't go through many ideas.
Right.
So I had to just pick through it and just push through it, which was actually really good. I'm surprised I actually got it done in time. If I'm telling you, like, I'm
You got it
surprised.
under the deadline time.
Oh, yeah.
It's phenomenal.
yeah.
And again, the water, it makes you just want to dive right in. Again, that's how realistic it looks.
Oh yeah.
When
The
you
only
walk
thing
in
though
here.
that I would really like to add again would be the reeds, because I was trying to add them and it just did not look right, so I had to remove them.
Okay. Well, we are our own biggest critics.
Yeah.
I don't find anything wrong with the mural at all, but we get a lot of attention. Like, it draws a lot of eyes. And like two things were important to me about this mural. One is recognition that we live, work, and play on indigenous land.
Yeah.
So that's part of our tribute to it. But the other thing is that when I'm grumpy in the winter when it's cold, I get to look at somewhere warm.
Oh yeah.
And that's going to make me minorly more happy when it's
Minorly more
minus
happy.
40, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't want a snowstorm, for
Oh
sure.
yeah. I kind of figured, so I was like, I'd
Yeah.
rather do something more either spring or autumn, because I find that's more or less when people are usually more happy.
Right, yeah.
It's a nice day.
Yeah, I
a
don't
nice
wanna-
sunny day. The clouds are wispy.
Wispy?
Yeah.
What do you mean wispy?
It looks like a wispy. It looks like they're wisping with the breeze. Is
Oh, yeah.
wisping even a word?
That's a
No?
Kinsman word
Is it?
for sure. Okay, wait, you mean like they're sort of like, well,
They're kind
well,
of
let's put
blowing
it
in the
up
breeze.
on the
Let's bring it
screen
up here. Let me.
Okay, so you could have said
describe the
blowing in
paint.
the
Okay,
breeze.
Blowing in the breeze.
Yeah. They are
Wispy.
blowing in the breeze, right?
See, it looks like the wind's coming from the left side of the screen
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
to the right side. And it looks like if you threw your fishing line in, you'd grab the next, walleye coming in there
That's
for a
right.
bite.
As my father-in-law, who never catches a fish, would say, "Oh, I went out at the wrong time." He always he has
That's a
every excuse. in the
Fishing
book.
spot is so
Yeah.
good, the fish don't even know about it.
And then the boat behind him comes in with like 5 walleye. But nonetheless, yeah, it is very tranquil. It does give me some peace, and but there's many reasons why that's awesome. And a couple people are saying anyone who hasn't seen the mural should drop by the office.
Should
because,
come by.
Oh, yes.
A photo taken on my iPhone is not the same thing as walking in the office, especially when you notice the size.
That's a giant
Oh,
size
yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
That's not, an average
Huge.
wall. This is a mall-sized wall.
A mall-sized
Yeah.
wall. I like that.
Mall-sized wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here at Timmins Square.
Thank God. Thank God it's not like a tent-sized wall.
Yeah, tent-sized wall.
But it is a big wall. And
It's a masterpiece nonetheless.
It is a masterpiece. So you both have a very strong connection to Quilts for Survivors.
Yes.
Another group that we're very fortunate to be partners with. So maybe we'll start with Kendrick. Tell us a bit of a story. You got a deep connection to Quilts for Survivors, right?
So I'm pretty sure I'm the studio manager now.
Okay.
My title has been changed. The CEO and the founder is my mom. So I am just over the moon that I can help my family in this family business, because it's kind of is like a family business.
Yeah.
Because my sister is also like the studio manager too. And then we have Leon, and one of our new summer students, Jada, is just started working this week, which is really exciting.
Your mom must be like a focal of inspiration. She,
Oh yeah.
along with the whole Quilts team. So when I say she, I do mean the whole team. But have brought so much peace to people's lives, like all across the country, and probably more areas in the country. But like this, just
Around the world.
This
yeah.
just isn't in Timmins. Has had a deep impact in Timmins, of course, but it's so huge, and like that must be an awesome form of like inspiration.
Oh yeah, I
everything.
just love what I do. I love that I could help my community in this way, because I find there's a lot of hurt in our communities that hasn't been addressed, or people don't like to talk about it because it's very traumatic and all that stuff, and it's just understandable. But we need to talk about this stuff so we can heal. We need to heal our communities so we can heal the land. If our communities are hurting, we can't heal anything.
and these quilts for the survivors. You know, I want to congratulate Quilts for Survivors. Four-year anniversary as of this week.
Oh, yeah.
And again, 7,478 quilts have been made from Quilts for Survivors. That's quite the number.
Oh yeah, and then we went. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We went to Quilt Canada, which was in Toronto, and we got over 1 million inches of binding, which is what we.
1 million inches.
Yeah.
It was a lot of sorting for a couple days.
Oh yeah,
It was a lot of sorting.
we have just like boxes and bins full
Yeah.
of binding. Oh, it was just amazing to see all of our volunteers from across the world just come and see with us and just kind of sit, chat. It was a very nice, relaxing space that we had too. We had like 4 chairs, so people would just come and sit, which was really nice. And we had all of our binding displayed, and it was amazing just to see how much love that quilters give to us.
Well,
and it's just
That's
amazing.
quite the donation of people, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, contributing to such a worthwhile cause.
And if you are
Yeah.
a quilter, you have an opportunity to see something pretty cool because the orange you glad we're sewing
Yes.
retreat is coming up
It is.
in
It's September.
September.
Yeah.
The 3rd week of September, is it?
I think so.
Vanessa's going to message us. Hey,
Yeah,
it's
third
Oh,
week-
yeah.
third week of September.
everything's on our page. We're involved with it again, not quilting, but streaming. But it's so cool. And you're right. You see the support of all the quilters, how much love and laughter
Oh, yeah.
and crying and storytelling. Like it's everything. It's just,
Yeah.
there are some incredibly talented people that come to this retreat. Quiltsforsurvivors.ca, their Facebook page. I'd register quick because it sells out.
It's
I'm
selling
pretty
out.
sure we're almost already sold out of our
Almost
of our
sold
tickets
out.
for the
And
sewing
keep
retreat.
in mind, it was, if you remember, year 1. We've been attached to this now. This is our 3rd year. The Ramada Inn. Last year it was at Northern College, and this year it is at the home base for Quilts for Survivors, which is 58 Legion Drive in South Porcupine.
Yeah.
So
And then
again,
we're also
limited space in there.
We're also having a gala dinner too with Phyllis. She's coming down, which is the orange shirt lady. She's coming down to speak about her story. So you can get tickets for that.
Okay.
It is a separate event from the sewing retreat. So if you guys just want to come to that, you can.
Yeah.
I think you can get tickets on Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.ca.
It is an awesome weekend. So it's a non-miss. Trust me. It's so cool. Now, Leon, you recently started with quilts? Maybe
Yeah.
not so recent now, but pretty recent, right?
Yeah, it's been about a little bit over a month now.
Okay.
I completed my first year of college, and I was thinking about what exactly I wanted to do for a summer job, and I had different opportunities. I could have went back to my community and worked summer jobs there or any other job available, but Kendrick messaged me one day and said, hey, we could use some more hands around the studio, and if you want to come work for Quilts for Survivors, like, let me know. And I hum and hawed on it for a minute, but then I said, you want to know what? I'm going to do it. I want to try it. And I've really enjoyed myself working there. It's been a good couple of months, and I love the atmosphere of the studio. I love the people who come in. I love all the volunteers. And it's just an amazing space, and I just think that it was meant to be there, in my opinion. And I remember talking to Vanessa and saying that she put down some tobacco and saying, like, you know, please give me this space. Like, and she got it.
She
got
it,
exactly
yeah.
what she wanted and needed, and it's great.
Yeah, because there was a little bit like, in order for you to do the work that you were either created to do or passionate about, there's some physical things you need.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, you need some sort of revenue stream, and you need a place to work. Sometimes those go side and side. And there's an awesome story about the newer, we'll call it now,
space.
location on Legion Drive, because there was a couple places before, but now you found the permanent home.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Which I'm really happy about. We have the studio contracted for 5 years, free of rent and all utilities, which is really nice. We don't have to worry about that. And then we're hoping, after the 5 years is done, to renew it for 10 years.
Wow.
is
Vanessa needs to
phenomenal.
be our manager, Kinsman, and negotiate something like that.
Well, again, it's the community,
Yeah.
knowing what Vanessa and crew do in the team.
That's right.
For Quilts for Survivors, it is a
yeah.
worthwhile space.
And now they can focus their revenue on helping people with healing, reconciliation, like
and
the
making
things
more
that
quilts.
Oh yeah.
Quilt was all about. So that's and it's a beautiful space.
Oh
like-
yeah, and I think us being in a deconcentrated church is just becoming full circle for truth and reconciliation. That the church is willing to acknowledge what they've done and actually do something about it instead of just not doing anything.
Or just talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's only so much talking can do. You need action.
Yeah, well, this is, the Quilts team, along with other Indigenous leaders in our community, are. If you're non-Indigenous, you need to just go and listen.
Oh yeah.
Do a lot of listening because it's a beautiful way of life, but there's lots you can learn just by, a hard thing for us to do sometimes, Kinsman, be quiet and listen because we're talkers. But there's a lot you can learn from being silent and opening up your ears.
Oh, for sure.
And
It's quite the experience.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So the Quilts group is awesome. Now, on the lighter end, as a newer employee, you're unpacking a lot of these boxes. Like, do you
You're
get
going
the,
through
Okay.
all
do you get the
1
newer
million
employee
of the
stuff?
bindings?
Or-
I'll tell you my favorite thing about the job. So I learned how they packed quilts. So Kendrick usually will roll the quilts and then we smudge them and we make sure, they're ready to go, and I'll grab the boxes and I'll fold them up and I'll write the names and then I bring them to the post office. And that's probably my favorite job, honestly.
Okay.
I told Vanessa that. I said, my favorite thing is actually packaging and sending out. She was like, really? I said, yeah, I don't know. I love doing that.
So they found a job for you because probably no one else has ever said
Yeah,
that.
no one
Yeah, I
wants
don't think
to
anybody
pack
else
them up.
has, no.
Though, I mean, I like sweeping and mopping, so I do it, and no one usually says that.
Yeah,
So.
I think that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there we go. So we share something similar. We like jobs that most people don't. Was there anything else either one of you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
We are looking for Indigenous artists to help with murals on our studio this time, actually.
Oh.
So any Indigenous artists, please feel free to contact us at quiltsforsurvivors.ca. So we are hoping to paint the entire exterior of the building. And I know me and Kat are also kind of thinking about having youth art in the main entryway to the studio. So if anybody would like to just send us art or just be like, hey, I would like to, put a piece up, I would really appreciate that.
That is
All right.
awesome. Yeah.
So again,
that-
get in touch with them.
That's going to look so beautiful. And Vanessa should have bring me in. All right, we need the whole studio outdoor painted a day and a half. Let's
Let's go.
I'm going to look at it till it's done.
Your brushes are too dirty.
No, I don't touch the artist, correct? 'Cause I only talk
No.
about things I know about. Rushing, I know about, Kinsman. But yeah, that's going to look awesome. So,
Oh, yeah.
When do you hope to start that project?
I think we were hoping to start maybe this year, but it's probably going to be more like next year. So I think we've been in contact with maybe 2 or 3 artists that are going to hopefully do it for us, but I think that's probably a next year project.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, we'll keep up the great work.
Yeah,
and-
keep us up to date on that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
project. Well,
And thank you both for this tremendous work that you've done in our studio. It's made a very positive impact.
I'm just happy I could be of assistance.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
you
you
were
for
more-
inviting us to
Yeah.
talk, too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, of course, wanted to give you recognition because people say
that's a beautiful piece
some
of
people
art.
thought we painted that. I almost fall
Oh,
off my
jeez, no.
my gaming chair.
That's where the
Not
art
even
teacher
close.
used to tell me I drew with mittens on. That's not a compliment.
So you played hockey with mittens on. You drew with mittens on. Cook with
That's
mittens
it.
on.
That's a
you love your
common
mittens.
theme. I love using the mittens.
All right, Kendrick and Leon, we can't say enough positive things about these 2 community members. They just amazing. So thank you.
Yes,
Kinsman,
thank you so much.
Before we get the break, let's chat about the Wheel of Winning.
Yeah, Wheel of Winning, the PAIB Insurance Inc. Wheel of Winning.
Yeah.
$25 to Mattagami River Fries Inc. And you'll have a chance to win one family deal, 1 hour of bowling from Midtown Bowl. Both of these to one lucky watcher right after this. Sweet Freeze Timmins now carry ice cream. Come and grab a cone today, 175 3rd Avenue, or online, sweetfreeze.com. And week 1 is underway, and you can still register for week 2 at Camp Bickle. Sign up or sponsor a camper today, campbickle.ca. Be seen with Wood Green Advertising. We are 705-288-8446. In Boreal Home and Decor, where style meets comfort. Explore their perfect furnishings today. Online, borealhd.ca. And the Absolutely Everything Car Wash at Esso on the Run is $10. Sale on until July 15th at 562 Algonquin Boulevard. And the final count is in. Together we raised $3.1 million for the Walk for Alzheimer's across Ontario. And Tuesday, July 8th is the grand opening of All Bake Fried Chicken. Stop in as all customers that day will get 5% off. Set your summer in motion at Mikey's General Sales. Save $2,000, enjoy 2.99% financing on select models, and power your boat with reliability and performance. Stop in today, 1301 Airport Road. In Timmins' only gluten-free restaurant is the Flourless Fox Take Home. Gluten-free foods, homemade fast food, and bakery located 89 Cedar Street South in Timmins. Celebrate your pet's birthday with Pet Value. Millie and Marge did. Stop by Pet Value Timmins Square or Hollinger Court Timmins today. Do you like our new Timmins Square studio? We used Mindful Living Interiors. Call Jen today for residential or commercial design and more. 705-951-0908 or online mindfullivinginteriors.com. Need a paint job? Then call Timmins Student Works Painting. $5 million liability, 3-year warranty, and full WSIB coverage. Call today for your free quote. 705-363-0800. 997 Suzanne Street is sold with Albert Seal and Katrina McInnes from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. And your house could be next. Call 705-465-3493. And a new stock of raw beef neck bones are in stock this week at Spoiled Rotten. Chewy, meaty, boredom-busting snacks for your canine. Call today, 705-288-0859, or stop in, 407 Wilson Avenue. Get your tickets now for the Porpoise Stampede and Rodeo, August 23rd and 24th in Porpoise Junction. Online, porpoiseag.ca. And call Jessica Gervais to discuss all your real estate needs at Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call 705-363-0136. For traditionally marinated chicken shawarma and Yogan Frues, you need to stop into Burrito Guys in the Porcupine Mall. You can even call to place an order, 705-579-2057. Your one-stop do-it-all home hardware store is Timmins Home Improvement Center, 89 Wilson Avenue, 705-264-6433. And happy 4th anniversary to Quilts for Survivors. As of today, they've handcrafted 7,478 quilts for survivors. Voted best burger and fry platter in the North, that's Mattagami River Fries Inc. Located at the Mount Joy Pavilion, 705-269-3663. And for everything you need printed, try 3D ForgeWorks and Typo Press printers. If you can think it, they can print it. 705-267-6238. And sign up now for Dare Timmins classes this fall with Dare Timmins for grades 5 and 6. Email LemieuxRick@yahoo.ca. And play around this week with Don Marcoux at the Mini Putt and Batting Cages. Stop by today, located in the back of Hollinger Park. And Canadian Tire Timmins now carry live minnows, leeches, and worms. Stop in for all your live bait this week. And Timmins will play host for the upcoming Provincials this month. Located at Partissa Park. Follow all the details and more, TimminsLittleLeague.ca. And home of the $13 lunch specials and boozy milkshakes and more, you need to try Sparks Pizza, located 206 3rd Avenue, or order online, sparkspizza.ca. Sled wraps, vehicle wraps, and graphic design and more, that's 13 Designs. Email Sean or John at 13designs.ca. And tickets are on sale now for Rock of the River, July 18th and 19th at Hollinger Park.
Come watch the Headstones and Brett Kissel and Cooper Allen and more. Tickets at rotr.ca. Click and buy is now an option at Timmins Hyundai. Buying a new Hyundai just got easier at timminshyundai.ca. And happy 90th to the Schumacher Lions Club, giving back to organizations since 1935. And for more on the We Count Talk Show, follow Mel and Mel. You can email them, info@theconnecthers.ca. Buy now and pay later at J&R Custom Cabinets, 369 12 months OAC. Design, build, enjoy, 1150 Riverside Drive. And it's worth the drive to Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. And the best insurance of the North is PAIB Insurance Inc. They have your back and the coverage you need, located 101 Pine Street South. Book a family deal this week at Midtown Bowl, starting at $59.99 per hour. Call to book your fund, 705-267-3500. No job big or small for DAP Cleaning Solutions. They now have dump runs added to their services. Call today, 705-465-3500. In Jurassic World, F1 the movie, and Megan 2.0 are all on the big screen this week at Imagine Cinemas. For tickets and showtimes, log on to ImagineCinemas.com. In July 12, 12 to 2, it's Timmins Square's Kids Club's Carnival Day. Come for some free cotton candy, face painting, fish pond, and more. Win double-line prizes every single session with Jackpot Days at Jackpot Time Timmins, 251 First Avenue. And get set for the first urban park market of the summer with the Downtown Timmins BIA. Follow all the details this week, downtowntimmins.com. And enroll for fall classes at Northern College. With more than 75 programs to choose from, your future career is waiting for you at northerncollege.ca. And the best glass and mirror replacement in the North is Canada Glass, located 95 Wilson Avenue. And the most trusted courier in the North is Timmins Courier Service. Contact Robert Champagne today to move your packages, 705-266-4285. Building trust one roof at a time, that is Ryan at Timmins Roofing. Call him today, 705-262-3684. And whether it's a birthday, party, wedding, corporate event, or more, have the pop-up balloon shop spice it up. Call Ashley Richards today, 705-288-3253. And book your summer detail now with the best in the North, the Shine Shop Crown Timmins, 705-268-4855. And you're invited to the Timmins Museum's 50th anniversary barbecue and teddy bear picnic. Happens July 10th, 12 to 7 at the Timmins Museum. And Lucian Transportation are hiring for Timmins and Cochrane. A $2,000 sign-on bonus and it's paid training. Next session starts July 7th. Call 705-360-4090. And still time to register your child for kindergarten this fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Visit online ncdsb.on.ca.
All right there, Kinsman.
Wheel of Winning.
You know what time it is here.
Yeah, it is the PAIB Insurance Inc. Wheel of Winning.
The Wheel of Winning, brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc. We are real people dealing with real people. Locally owned and operated in downtown Timmins, 101 Pine Street South. Call toll free 1-844-360-5300.
All right, pal. Are you ready for this action here?
I think we are.
Yeah, that's right. Wheel of
The
Winning.
Wheel of Winning.
If it will ever add to the stage there, Kinsman.
Will it add?
where-
Will it add to the stage?
Yeah, no, that's the picture. Why isn't it? Hey, I
There
did
it
it.
is.
It's my first day with the new
Your
mouse.
First day of the new mouse. There.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So the Wheel of Winning, the draw needs to be shown live, of course.
$25 to Mattagami River Fries Inc. And 1 hour of family deal fun at Midtown Bowl goes to Barry Gutcher.
Barry again, eh?
Barry's
lucky
he's
duck.
a lucky guy.
Yeah.
They're lucky. And again, he's off to Mattagami River Fries Inc. If you've never been, Barry, and also 1 hour a family deal at Midtown Bowl. There you go.
Why do we look so blurry,
Why are we
Kinsman?
blurry? What happened?
You never looked better.
No. It's like we took off our glasses.
It looks
something.
like, have you seen the person who took my bike photo?
Yeah, that's it. It's like the Bigfoot. Hey, I caught Bigfoot. We're ready to
Okay.
unveil. I don't know what's
Anyways,
going on. Maybe we clipped the camera on the way out, maybe.
Everyone have yourself a
Yeah.
beautiful night. Bye.
young, running wild, chase the stars into the night. Never knew where I belonged, just a fire burning bright. Took the long road, lost my way, thought the echoes call you home. Through the dark and through the rain, I was never quite alone. Oh, oh, feel it in my soul. The winds are changing, I must go. Oh, oh, feel it in my soul. It's so really you need to know. So don't wake me up till I find my way through the highs and lows of my faith. Let the words be on, let the moments fade. I'll keep running till I find my way. Find my way, find my way. I'll keep running till I find my way. Find my way, find my way. I'll keep running till I find my way. Going back, it's could mean every road was meant to be. Every heartbreak, every scar, just a lesson to set you free. I won't fear the great unknown, I won't wait for time to slow. Gotta chase it while I can, cause tomorrow's never told. Oh,